Well, good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? Pretty good here, and welcome to the channel. Hey, it is a gorgeous day out here. Matter of fact, it's so bright, it makes me squint. So we're going to go into the garage. Going to talk about something today, some conspiracy theory a little bit, and where is my manual transmission Tacoma? You know, I have a 2020 Tacoma on order, but where is it? You know, this is for all of the manual transmission Tacoma lovers out there. I'm going to show you guys, or I'm going to tell you guys what the inventory is around the nation on manual transmission Tacomas, and then dispel a couple of conspiracy theories, things that I've been hearing from people about my truck in particular. So let's get started. First of all, I don't even have one on order. You know, I've had people tell me, this is hilarious, that I'm just making it up. I don't really have one on order. I'm just doing it for views. Well, I got news for you. Getting on here and talking about something you don't have does not help views. Next up, I'm really getting a Ford Ranger? What? I guess because I've mentioned the Ranger in a couple of videos, people have come up with this wild idea that that's what I'm really going to get. I'm really just going to get a Ford Ranger. That is definitely not true. Let me dispel that one right off the bat. I'm just building up YouTube hype. You know, I'm doing what a lot of YouTubers do. I'm just getting on here and talking about something that I'm never going to get. I'm just trying to hype it up. And I don't even, again, really have one on order. I'll just pick one up down the road. Now, you're going to see that they're not as readily available as that, so that would be a pretty stupid way to proceed, I think. Last up, the dealership has me on a low priority list. In other words, I went in and I put down my deposit, and the dealership told me that they were going to order the truck, but they didn't really. They just stuck me on a list somewhere, and they'll get to it when they can, because, you know, that's what all dealerships do. You know, they're not really in it to move product and make money. They're just in it to string the customer along. I mean, come on, man. I've seen the screen. I've been to the dealership. I've talked to the inventory manager. Great guys over there. In no way do I think they are stringing me along. And again, you're going to see here in just a minute. I went out and I looked at Toyota.com. You know, they have an inventory feature on their website where you can check the inventory of Tacomas, in this case, that they have. I will say that their tool, their inventory manager, is not a very good feature on their site, because I find it to be very inaccurate as compared to the other two sites that I looked at. And they are Cars.com and Autotrader.com. And what I did is I went out there and I searched different parameters, kept plugging things in as I went, to see across the whole country, the United States, what is available. So let's get started. First off, according to the Toyota website, and yes, I do have notes, by the way. I'm not making this stuff up. I wrote it down so I could be as accurate as possible and give you guys real up-to-date information. Up-to-date as of Sunday, which probably was yesterday. Anyway, according to Toyota's site, their inventory feature, there are 1,893 Tacomas, just Tacomas, not a specific type, transmission, trim, available around my location. Now, with Toyota.com, you kind of plug in your zip code and they just kind of report for that area. They don't really tell you what the radius is or what kind of coverage it is. So I don't really know what that means, just that there are 1,893 available. I don't know. Out of those 1,893, there are 2 manual transmissions available, according to Toyota.com, and they are sports, not off-roads, not any other trim. They are sports, which obviously is not what I'm interested in. So let's just discount the Toyota site. I find it to be pretty inaccurate and pretty useless, to be honest. So let's move on to Cars.com. According to Cars.com, there are over 15,000, which probably seems to be more in line, 15,000 2020s, available nationwide. Now, again, these are just Tacomas, no specific flavor or anything. So of those 15,000, there are 519 manuals available. And of those 519 manuals, there are 314 off-roads. So we're narrowing it down a little bit. 319 off-roads available across the entire country. And all of those 314 manuals are four-wheel drives. So far we're doing pretty good. Of the 314 manual off-roads, there are 18 Voodoo Blue, which is what I'm looking for, right? I'm being very specific on the color that I want, although I must admit, if something pops up close enough that is close to what I want, I'm not going to be a stickler for the color as long as it's not silver. I really don't want silver. So there are 18 Voodoo Blues available. Now, of those 18 Voodoo Blues, the closest one is 962 miles from me. Now, that's roughly a 16-hour one-way drive. Now, while I do want to put my hands on one as quickly as possible, I'm really not looking to take my existing Tacoma up there, right up there, and drive it 16 hours and hope that everything works out. Because if you've done deals with anybody before, you know that you can always have some last-minute hiccup or hitch or something, and it doesn't work out, and I'm not willing to invest 32 hours, a round trip, into finding out. Now, let's move on to Autotrader.com. Autotrader, now, this is, again, a little bit different parameter in what you can request when you're searching. It says there are over 1,000 2020s available nationwide. Now, that's a big difference between the 15,000 from Cars.com down to 1,000, but it says over 1,000. Well, over 1,000 could be a million, so we'll discount that. Over 1,000 available nationwide. Again, all flavors, all trims. Of those 1,000 2020s, there are 419 manuals. So we're getting closer. It's about 100 off from the first one, but 419 manuals. And of those 419 manuals, there are 216 off-roads that are available, and all, again, are four-wheel drive. Again, we're clicking on all cylinders, all 6 cylinders here. Of those 216 manual off-roads, there are 12 Voodoo Blues available. Again, according to Autotrader.com. So, 12 Voodoo Blues available. Now, of the 12, see how we're narrowing it down. Of the 12 Voodoo Blues that are available, the closest, according to Autotrader.com, is 965 miles. Now, I didn't check this specifically, but Cars.com said 962 miles. Autotrader says 965. I'm guessing it's probably the same dealership, which again is roughly a 16-hour drive one way. That's it. That's the scoop. That's what's out there. So to all the conspiracy theorists out there, I would say, first of all, I cannot buy a truck that does not exist, right? And I am keeping my eye on this, just as I said, to see if something pops up, you know, close by or you know, within a couple, 4 hours, something like that, that I could go off and get and that it would make sense, right? So if something like that does come up, well, the first thing I'm going to do is call my dealership and see if they can't get it in here, because I do want to work through them. But in the event that they can't, I'm not limited to being able to go there myself and work a deal with a different dealership. Not what I'm looking to do, not what I want to do. Ideally, I want the 2020 Voodoo Blue that I have spec'd out, that I have on order. I don't want something different. But as a last case, I mean, if it, you know, turns into March, God forbid, and I'm still sitting here without my truck, probably going to have to look at a different option. And I'm not talking about a Ford Ranger. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here, go over those things with you a little bit, kind of address the conspiracy theories there are out there. It's kind of crazy. And let you guys know, those of you who are manual Tacoma lovers, maybe you're looking for one, I don't know. But let you guys know where I am with my truck and what's available out there, at least in relation to where I am across the country. They do exist, they are around, but they are few and far between. particularly if you're looking for a Voodoo Blue, and even more scarce if you want different options on than what those trucks might have. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the conspiracy theories that are out there. I find it kind of funny. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on the web. Have a great day. Bye.